Well, this is certainly something a bit different. A knuckle duster themed piece of silver, the Kiss of Death. Very cool indeed. With King Charles on the back as well to boot. What an interesting product. So we're going to have a good close look at it and find out what it's all about in today's In Focus Friday. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a very warm welcome to you all joining me for this week's In Focus Friday, where we look at cool things made of silver. Now we've got a new coin to showcase here, the Kiss of Death, an homage to 1920s mafioso world, brought to us by a company called Spectres, who are a Singaporean-based collectible numismatic dealer. I have a link in the description box below to their website, where you can go and find all of their products and all of their exciting things for sale, including free international shipping on all orders, no minimum spend required. They've got some really cool things, and we are looking at today the Kiss of Death 2-ounce silver coin. Now, if you're interested in this, having seen it, then you can go and check it out. There is a link in the description box below, as well as a $20 off discount code, which is BYB20. I don't get any kickback from that code. I just want to make that abundantly clear. I am sponsored by the company to make this video, but I aim to give an open, honest, fair review of the product that I get to keep. That's my payment for this video. So here it is in all of its glory. We're going to have a look at it and everything about it. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, whether you like it, whether it's something for you, whether you think you might want to add it to your numismatic collectibles collection. So without further ado, let's talk about the whole package. So they sent it to me from Singapore. Of course, you've got to factor in, if you're in the UK, that there might be some import taxes and duty to pay on products like this. I don't know, this is not formal tax advice, but I don't know the full ins and outs of it, but you could theoretically argue this is a collectible numismatic and have it at 5% instead of 20%, but you'll have to do your own research on that and maybe liaise with Spectres themselves to work out what the right code might be for importing things. But it's certainly something to think about, and if you are interested, then it is possible, as I say, with free international shipping on all their orders. Now, in terms of the full product, we get it supplied in a little box here, and you may have noticed at the start of the video, I had the box sort of half pre-open like that. It does fully close, but it's a very, very snug fitting box. And my only criticism when I got it and first unpacked it was that it was so tight on that it was almost impossible to open without having to pry open. So that's a little bit of potential feedback for Spectres. It's not wholly a bad thing. I would rather have a box which is more secure than less secure. But from my perspective, it was just a little bit like, oh, I can't get into it. I want to see how good this is, but I have to go and pry it open. So bear that in mind. You have to do it obviously quite carefully as well. It's a nice box though. It's a nice presentation. It feels like a nice solid cardboard box. Would I perhaps like to see some kind of wooden presentation case or box with this coin? Yes, potentially, but they've kind of been done to death by the market at the moment, so I'm not too bothered about that. Now, we also get a certificate of authenticity inside the box, and you can see all of the particulars about this one. This particular coin has a serial number of 140 of a mintage of 1920 maximum, and that's, of course, paying homage to the 1920s themselves. There's all of the rest of the details on there. It is actually a coin. It's from the Republic of Cameroon, 2024, face value 2,000 francs, 2 ounces of fine silver. Very, very interesting as well to see all of that. We get a little foam insert to help keep the coin and coin capsule inside this little foam housing, which is always nice to see. There's no chance of this capsule coming open. So as you can see, it's a knuckle duster themed piece of silver and shaped as well. We'll have a look at all the details in just a moment. There's some really, really cool things. But you can also see the serial number on the side profile of the coin. And there it is, everything you need to know. Now I'm going to pop the capsule open so we can see it as God intended, without plastic in front of it. Of course, capsules are really important, and I would suggest if you purchase this yourself, don't maybe do what I'm doing. I'm a professional, apparently. So I'm just going to open it so we can see what it looks like, because I found 99 times out of 100 that these things are greatly improved in their aesthetics when the capsule lids are taken off. So there it is in all of its glory. So this, of course, paying homage to that 1920s mafioso era, and of course the Kiss of Death being that significant whack to the face that you might get if somebody was holding a knuckle duster. I don't know necessarily about having a solid 909 fine silver knuckle duster, but I would imagine there may well have been the old sterling silver ones for those who might have been higher up in the mafioso ranks, but it's really, really cool to see something that is different. That's the main thing that you're looking at buying here. I've probably seen, and you've seen some knuckle duster themed pieces of poured silver out there from various different companies around the world, but I've not really seen a coin in that sense and shape. So that's really cool, and it does make me think about some of the interesting things that we might see going forward. Will we see a Tommy gun shaped piece of silver, a baseball bat or something like that? That would be kind of cool, and actually have it as a coin. So this particular coin, let's read you a little bit of the information on the Spectres website. It does look fantastic. So this is crafted with an innovative approach. The Kiss of Death is more than just a coin, it's a piece of narrative art. The reverse scene captures the essence of the Roaring Twenties, with Lucky Luciano and his Tommy gun at the forefront, surrounded by iconic symbols from the era, from mobster showdowns and bootleggers, flapper girls outside the famed Cotton Club. The coloured beer and foam imagery in the holes of the knuckle duster adds a layer of depth, subtly nodding to both the era's infamous cocktail culture and more clandestine implications. Encircling this vibrant tableau is a meticulously designed Art Deco style frame, further anchoring the coin in the distinctive era of the 1920s. And then we flip to the obverse and we see King Charles. Look at him there. And we see on the obverse, the scene continues with vivid depictions of protests, vintage cars, and dramatic newspaper headlines, painting a full picture of the era's complex societal dynamics. This side also features the official effigy of King Charles III, affirming its status as legal tender. I mean, legal tender, inverted commas, you'd never really go down to the pub and try and buy something with this, would you? But hey, it's very, very cool to have it as a coin. The obverse is equally framed in an Art Deco style, seamlessly uniting the front and back in a cohesive tribute to the era. Experience the allure and drama of the 1920s in your collection. The Kiss of Death is now available to order from Spectre's website. So yeah, really cool. I like this. It's actually really nice to see a little bit of extra detail instead of just holes in there where the fingers might go through. There's a few extra things to think about. So sometimes in some countries anyway, knuckle dusters are actually banned and illegal. So if it was something, this is quite small, so it probably would never actually be a thing, but in some countries it might actually be something that's prohibited and banned and be picked up on scanners and things when taking into the country through the postal network. So, you know, if it was a full-size one, probably never going to get through customs, and that's one of the reasons why some of these sort of monarch metals ones over in America have never made their way to the UK, because they are illegal, which I think is really interesting. So it's nice to see that kind of difference here. We've got the holes filled, of course, with the beer. That's pretty cool, pretty funky. I like that. And it's just generally a really nice product and a really cool, certainly different piece. And if you're looking to add some sort of intrigue to your stack and collection with these kind of products, then it's certainly something to think about. Now look, price is $299, which is not cheap. We should address the elephant in the room that is the price on this. It's important to remember that you're not paying for the silver content here, you're paying for the art of this particular product, and the sort of potential for it in terms of future should be looked at as something that's a nice collectible to have, to enjoy. Lots of products like this go on to make very decent returns, but they're not investment vehicles. They are collectibles, and that is the most important thing to remind you all of. Now, if this is something that you really like, we've seen another coin, the Peaky Blinders coin, be incredibly popular, but it's sort of this harks to that kind of time period of real sort of gangster world and mafioso type situations, and I think this is quite a unique and very cool product. Certainly not something like I've seen of before. So really interesting, and very, very much thank you to Spectres, who have very generously sent me this to keep. I will be adding that to my collections, and it's really funky to see. So thank you for them. And if you want to check them out, there's a link in the description box below. As I said before, there is a discount code available of $20 BYB20 is the code that you need. All of that information is linked in the description box below. I don't get any kickback if you use that code if you buy this product, and I'm not telling you that you have to rush out and buy it. If it speaks to you, if it's something that you think you'll like and enjoy as a collectible, then go for it. Otherwise, that's it from me. Thank you very much all for watching. We'll see you on the next video, and as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.